Hey everybody, how are you? My name is Jhonny La Salle, and I am the Painter Man. And a lot of you have seen my videos about how to do this or that or the other thing regarding painting. This video today has a total different purpose. This video today is aimed and it's for all of my brothers and sisters who happen to live in the ghetto, who happen to be poor, those of you who are in a system that controls you, a system of welfare support, where if you work, you can only work like 16 hours a day, and they expect you to live on that and to support a family on that. You know what I mean? I'm sure you know what I mean. I'm going to give you a little background of Jhonny La Salle. Jhonny La Salle has done jobs like a dishwasher. Jhonny La Salle started out working at the age of 8, being a newspaper boy, getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning, 4:30 in the morning, getting my newspapers ready and delivering them. I did that for 7 years. Of course, with the help of my parents. Okay? But I was motivated to do that by my father, who was a disciplinarian. I'm also a preacher's kid. Okay? So there's a lot of things that I learned how to do that my father or my mother taught me. Okay? So I was pretty lucky. What I'm trying to say is that I'm a humble guy. I'm not a person who's materialistic. You don't see me driving around in a Mercedes-Benz or an Audi. You know, my thing is, give me a truck so I can work. Give me a truck so I can put something on it. Ladders, stuff inside the truck. Something that'll get me back and forth to work and I can carry supplies or whatever. Okay? Making a long story short, we can all do something to better our lives. And I'm going to empower you today to make a change. And I'm going to give you ideas to do something. Okay? I've also lived in the inner city of Hartford, Connecticut. Right at 22 Irving Street. That's all black. Nothing wrong with black. We love black people. I love black people. They got flavor. They got attitude. And they make me laugh. And everything, even worshiping God, it's like hyperspace, if you know what I mean. Okay? I love that attitude. I love that deal that only black people bring. But also Latinos. I'm part Latino. Okay? I'm French, Puerto Rican. That's my background. So I got flavor too. Another thing I'm going to tell you, in my background, in my ancestry, I also have black people in my ancestry. There were slaves brought to the New World and sold as slaves. And later on they were freed. But they started intermixing, and that's where we come about. I know I'm fair-skinned, but deep down my heart is black too. Okay? Alright. Getting to the nitty-gritty. Jhonny La Salle makes videos to help people do painting. I'm going to make this video to empower you with some information. I want you to start brainstorming and thinking what you can do to better yourself. Okay, so you have no money. Let's say you're a teenager that's dropped out of school. You've been kicked around, you've been abused, you've been belittled, you've been racially profiled, you've been talked down to, you're not respected, you're judged based on your appearance. We want to get rid of that. But don't worry, because one thing I'm going to tell you is control your environment. Don't allow the environment control you. Don't allow what other people, how they look at you, what they think of you, what they say to you. Don't allow that to make you start feeling inferior. You're not. You're not. You're just as valuable as that CEO. That CEO that sits behind a desk with 3 computer screens that you can pass one thing to the other screen to the other screen, and he goes golfing whenever he wants, and he throws parties whenever he wants, goes out on his beautiful little boat or takes his little airplane out for a ride. Someday you can be like that. I want you to think big. I want black people to empower themselves and do things for themselves so that you can put yourself in a position where you can help the community that you came out of. Stop fighting each other. Stop looting other black businesses. It doesn't make sense. You attack your own people. We need to stop that. We need to stop that. We need to start thinking outside the box. You are people too. You understand? You can be valued too. You have value. Getting back to my message. I gotta make this quick because it's gonna drag out. I'm one of those people. I keep talking and talking and talking, and I start getting lost. You know, I'm not perfect. The idea is, back to you. You're a teenager. You're at home. Mommy's on welfare. This is what you're gonna do. You're gonna go out and you start collecting cans. With that can money, you're gonna start saving that money. Save that money. Save that money. You gotta be disciplined. Don't go out. All of a sudden you have money. Don't go out trying to buy sneakers. You can sacrifice the little jalopy sneakers that you have, welfare edition sneakers that you might have that are all worn out. Hold on. You want to pile up money. Cans, guys. Cans. Go anywhere. Go in the trash. Go somewhere. Cans. You understand? The second thing I want you to think about. Somewhere down the road, you're probably going to see a business. And near the sidewalk, they're going to start putting stuff like this, like pallets. Okay? On the side of the road. Okay. Now you're collecting cans, right? And let's say you've been collecting cans for 3 weeks. You have enough money to get yourself a little can of polyurethane. See where I'm going with this? A little can of polyurethane. That can right there, by the way, that's probably like an $11 item. Okay, you're going to start with a small can of polyurethane. Okay, you're also going to get yourself maybe a can of stain. Something else I want you to do. This is some homework. I'm sure there's a TV at your house. Or maybe your friend has a TV, he's got cable. Okay? Go check out HGTV. In HGTV, I want you to see what the going trend and what color people are painting their houses and decorating their insides of their houses or whatever. And what I want you to do is to go out and get yourself a stain that goes along with those color codes. You understand? Okay, so you're also going to go out and you're going to bring yourself a palette home. Okay? If you don't bring yourself a palette, you can also find on the side of the road, you can find yourself probably a window like this that somebody discarded. All of a sudden they have Anderson windows in their house and they discarded this old drafty little window that they no longer want. But guess what? Somebody's trash is somebody else's treasure. I firmly believe that. I do that. I'm not too proud to go do this. I found this. Okay? This is from the trash collection. What I did, I sanded it up. I took the glazing compound that holds the windows in. I took it off. Okay? I sanded it. With that can money, you can buy polyurethane. You can buy sandpaper. You can buy yourself a little cheapo brush. Okay? Get yourself a brush. You can get yourself probably a throwaway brush. This right here will cost 99 cents. Okay? You're going to get yourself a little bucket. Okay? I'm sure in the trash you can find a bucket like this. Either that, you go construction dumpster diving. Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm giving you ideas, right? Before you go construction dumpster diving, remember you need yourself a hard hat. Most people won't let you in a construction site unless you have a hard hat. You need a hard hat. Home Depot, $9. With this little ratchet, little adjustment in the back that will form your head. Okay? Something else that you might need. Probably another $10 item. It's a high visibility vest. Why am I telling you to have this? It's because you can be seen. When you're visible and they can see you, that inspires trust. That means you can go in there. My advice to you is to go in and talk to the super of the job and say, Mr. Super, I'm looking for construction material to make furniture, to make pallets, or to make pallet furniture or something like that. They'll help you out. They'll let you take stuff out. Why? Because that makes room for more stuff. If you're taking stuff out of the dumpster, that makes room for them to throw more stuff into the dumpster as you unoccupy what's there. Don't get too greedy. Don't go overboard with all the hoarding of this stuff, because if you live in a housing project, or something like that, the people there's a housing project manager, they'll come around and start taking your stuff and throwing it in a dumpster and getting rid of it. So you need to put it somewhere. Find a place where you can put it, where you can work on it. You can get yourself a paint bucket. Get yourself a paint bucket. You can get yourself two. You put yourself a piece of wood across and you have a little workbench. Sometimes near the road, people throw away, they throw away tables. These folding tables that have the folding legs underneath. Most of the time it's like that pressed wood. Once water falls on the pressed wood, it swells up and it breaks apart. Guess what? People throw it out. You know what you do? You're collecting cans, right? The collecting can money, you go to Home Depot, get yourself a sheet, 4 feet by 8 feet. Get yourself a 1/4 inch thick sheet of plywood. You can size it up to something that will fit your area where you live or whatever. Okay? And you make yourself a bench. You make yourself a work table. Okay? All right. So you are doing this. Something else that you can do, you can go to Walmart or you can go to Target. Get yourself some letters. And guess what you do? You paint them. Get letters. Everybody loves letters. Okay? You paint it up. You paint it up and you make a whole bunch of them. Come on, guys. These letters cost $4. Look, I got some more here at Target. I got them at Target. Okay, look. Plywood on one side. I painted the other side. Okay? You can make something with initials, something like that. People will buy that. Look. Look at this. Okay? I stained it in 3 different colors. There's 3 different colors here. The back, I stained the sides black. The back of it, look. Guess what? I want to give you an idea. Give you an idea. Bear with me, okay? Look what you can do. Whoa. Hang on a minute. Look. All of a sudden you can write sayings. Write sayings, and with screws, you drill holes. With screws, you start putting letters and make a sign. You can go sideways with this. You can write God. There's a lot of Christian people that will buy this stuff. Write God saves, only God, God blessed his home, patience. You write stuff that's inspiring. Okay? You're going to write stuff with the letters. It's going to take time, guys. You got to spend time. You can't become nocturnal with this stuff. This is your job. You're going to supplement your income. Welfare only gives you so much money, right? Okay, you're going to supplement that income and make more money so you can buy yourself those nice Air Jordans that you always wanted. Or those nice looking Adidas. Or nice pants. Nice shirt. So you can start looking presentable. Underwear. Socks. You see where I'm going, guys? Come on. A brush. Eventually you can get yourself a Purdy brush. Purdy is one of the best brushes out there in the market. Okay? It's a Purdy brush. This is a sash brush. Okay? It gets into corners and everything. Okay? Look, another thing. Home Depot. Buy yourself a piece of wood. Buy yourself the little hooks. Guess what? You polyurethane this or you stain this and people will buy it. Make more. Make like 5, 6. Make 10 of them if you can. Okay? In the meantime, you got to continue collecting cans. You need to replacing the money until you start selling this stuff. Okay? All right. Now we're going to talk about exposure. What are you going to do to expose everything that you make? Well, most people now have phones. You're going to catalog what you make. You can even take pictures of the progression of how things change as you make it, as you finish it. Okay? This right here is something that will sell like hotcakes. You know what this is? This is for keys. You can hang keys or you can hang pot holders or something like that for women in the kitchen. You understand? And you can polyurethane this. You can put your signature on the back. You can engrave it. You can do whatever you want. Okay? All right, exposure. This is what you're going to do. Most every city has a public library. At the public library, you can use the computer. What you're going to do is you're going to get yourself, use your initials. You can write, like my initials are JL. So I can make an email address as JL Woodworking. Okay? If that name is already taken, then you take JL Woodworking and the year you were born. You get what I'm getting at? Okay, so now you're going to have an email address. And through that email address, then you can open a Facebook page or an Instagram. I've been drinking Brazilian coffee. Or a Brazilian, a Facebook page with your initials and the woodworking, and you start downloading pictures of what you do. You have to remember, now you're going to have an online presence. Do you understand? And you're going to start selling what you sell. You can also bring home furniture. Just make sure the furniture can be kind of fixed. Most of what I see on the side of the road are bureaus. And that's something that everybody needs. Beware with the bureau. The bureau, you'll leave it outside. Sometimes it has cockroaches, spiders, the rodents, whatever. What you want to do is you want to clean that out, dust it off. Okay, wear a mask. You can get yourself a dust mask. You go to Home Depot with the canned money that you collected and get yourself a dust mask. Okay. Don't start sanding stuff, and don't be using polyurethane inside the house. It has to be a well-ventilated area. The stain, big thing about stain. You need rags in order to stain, or a brush, okay? Now I'm going to tell you, don't throw away this stuff in the trash because this stuff will combust and start burning by itself. Okay, so what you do, the rags, when you discard it, you throw it in a 5-gallon bucket full of water and you let it sit there for a couple of days. Eventually, the mineral spirits or whatever, the chemicals in that stain rag are going to evaporate. And then it's no longer a threat. Okay, that's one big thing about staining. You gotta be careful. Okay, so anyway, so you go out, all right? You go out. And you get yourself pallets, you get yourself furniture, start slowly, you catalog everything you're doing. You're going to continue collecting cans, and guess what, man? You're going to start selling this stuff. You're no longer this ghetto brother that's a vagrant. You're going to have some coin in your pocket. You can take your girlfriend out for ice cream. You start having a relationship. Your self-worth will start developing, and you're going to be transforming your own personal life. And then people are going to start seeing you with new rags, and they're going to be like, yo, homie, what you got? You got a job? Says, I got a business. I got a business. That's what you're going to say, my friend. I want you to think more of yourself. Don't think of you that this is what you deserve, this living that you're living. Don't think that you deserve that. You don't. You are what you become, what you think, what you hear. You surround yourself with positive people. Don't surround yourself with people who want to sleep until 1 o'clock in the afternoon and stay out all night doing what? What do night people do? Nothing good. Nothing good. Get yourself out of that scene. You're a business owner. You understand? Once you start making coin, then you can go to the bank. If you have a social security number, you can establish yourself. Anybody can do this. You use your social security number and you can establish what they call a DBA account. What's DBA? DBA is doing business as JL Woodworking. Let's pretend it's me. Okay? Jhonny La Salle Woodworking. That's what that JL means. Okay? So you establish an account, Jhonny La Salle Woodworking, and then you get checks. Guess what, man? That can collecting, you don't need to collect any more cans because what you're making, the furniture you're reconditioning, all of these, look, these crates, you can paint them. You can stain them. You can polyurethane them. You stack them up. Most ghettos don't have these walk-in closets that these urbanites have, right? But guess what? You can articulate, put that stuff in a closet, and you separate your underwear from your socks, from your pants, from your nice shirts. You finish that, okay? And somebody can use it, and it's a good design. Another thing in the living room. Okay, so you want to put your TV on top of something, you get yourself a board, you finish the board, put those 2 crates underneath, and you have a platform for your TV. And on the side, you can put your gaming station or whatever on the side. You get where I'm going? Guys, this video is not something, this is something spontaneous, but I felt the need. 2 black people got killed. We don't want any more black people getting killed. And then they start looting. There has to be a better... You got to decide. You're going to be held accountable for your decisions. Get away from that. Get away from that. See, the more attention you attract that's negative, everybody's going to be, see, look at those black people. Oh, look at that. Or look at those Puerto Rican people. Or look at those immigrant people. Everybody likes to label people. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to label something. They want to put you in a category. You know, and that's how law enforcement sees us. Sees you. Okay? Oh, those are the trouble people. They're quickly racially profiling you. Oh, another thing, man. Pull your pants up. What's this deal with you walking around with your underwear showing? Guys, really? Come on. Take pride, dress. Find something nice to wear. You know what I mean? And dress properly. You don't want to attract negative attention. You want people to embrace you and see you and say, wow, that's a good-looking black brother. Oh, that's a good-looking sister. You know what I'm saying? Take pride. Take pride. Another thing, stop making so many babies. Use protection. Use protection. Be disciplined. Sisters, come on. Come on. We got to change that mentality of thinking. This has been going on for years. You know what I mean? We got to think how to do things. We got to rethink how to do things different. The cycle, the vicious cycle, it's like going around and around and around, generation to generation to generation. Come on. We got to stop that. We have to stop that. So the message today is, I've already given you enough to think about. You can take it from here and articulate and just think of what you want to do. But it all starts with a little 5-cent can. And one 5-cent can and another 5-cent can is suddenly 10 cents. Look. Don't go stand on the side of the road at a set of lights and beg for money. Because let me tell you one thing. Fox TV here followed somebody. And guess what? That individual is dressed like a poor person, and he walked 2 or 3 blocks to his Mercedes-Benz and took off in a Mercedes-Benz. And like him, he probably has 2 or 3 other family members doing the same thing at the other side, set of lights or whatever, and he's all picking them up. These people are probably making five bills a day. Begging. Okay? Well, guess what? Eventually, you're going to be exposed for what you're doing. All right? Stay away from drugs. That's another thing. Another big thing. Stay away from drugs. Okay? Be self-motivated. Another thing. Are you poor? You're not making enough money? You don't have enough to eat? Make yourself enough money to buy some bread. This is for a while. This is all temporary. This is how you start out. A lot of people starve starting out. You're going to go to Walmart, get yourself a $16 coffee maker. Okay? And then you're also going to get yourself a pound of coffee. Okay? Comes in a little bag. All right? Once you open it, it goes because it's vacuum packed. Okay? You're going to make yourself some coffee. You're going to get some butter. You're going to dip that bread in the coffee with sugar, and you're going to eat it. That's going to give you energy. And that's going to sustain you when you're hungry. Okay? And you continue working. And you work, and you work, and you work. Eventually, you're going to be out of that system that's controlling you. Welfare controls people to stay poor. They limit people. That's what they're all about. They limit you. They want you to have nothing in order to qualify for something. And then that something is also limited. You can't get rich on that. Why do you think most brothers and sisters start selling drugs? To supplement their income. But guess what? Why do something illegal? Why not do what Jhonny La Salle is telling you to do? Go get some cans. Go start buying polyurethane, a brush, some paint thinner to clean your brush. Go find some pallets. Buy yourself a saw so you can cut it. You don't have to be fancy right off the bat. Eventually, once you start making money, then you're going to have yourself a cordless drill. Then you're going to have drill bits. Then you can bore holes. Then you can buy screws. And then you start getting fancy. Every business owner started at the bottom. And the bottom is a decision. And they're scared out of their gourds that they're going to fail. But guess what? You gotta dive in, man. You gotta dive off that cliff right into that water down below. And then you're gonna come up and come up for air. That's how business is. Most businesses fail within the first 5 years. Okay? But a lot of people make it. Don't forget, get yourself an email. Don't forget, get yourself a DBA bank account. Once you start getting a DBA bank account, if you don't have wheels, you get yourself a license. Don't start driving without a license. You understand me? You gotta, guys, baby steps. Baby steps will get you up. You're going to be up here. Next thing you know, you're going to look back and you're going to be talking about your humble beginnings. And you're going to say how well this worked for you. And all because you saw a video from some white dude, Jhonny La Salle, somewhere in Massachusetts. Jhonny La Salle with a black heart. You understand? This is what I'm all about. I'm all about empowering. Everyone can be empowered. I'm just telling you stuff. You start thinking on your own. Okay? Go think on your own and do it. Thank you for viewing my video today. God bless you. From the bottom of my heart, man. From the bottom of my heart. God bless you. But you all have value. Don't ever let anybody tell you that you suck, that you're no good, that you never amount to anything. You will. Be empowered. Eventually, you could probably be a first responder, work in an ambulance, or be a fireman, or even be a policeman and make a change in your neighborhood. That's what you need to do. Give back, but change this whole routine and this vicious cycle type thing. Okay? God bless you. I'll let you go. Thank you for viewing my videos. Take care.